Come with me on a 48-hour solo excursion in Hong Kong, where I get lost relentlessly, go for a rainy hike on Dragon's Back, and end at Big Wave Bay Beach. Wow, say that 10 times. Visit Victoria Harbour and Lantau Island, where I almost lost my brand new sunglasses. Sorry, ma'am. Solo traveling in Hong Kong has tested my patience levels and navigation skills to the maximum capacity. I traveled from Shenzhen to Hong Kong by high-speed rail. Check out my video about that if you want to know more, and I headed straight to the hotel because it was late. Of course, I was wandering around the streets because I was lost. Apple Maps isn't always accurate here, and I couldn't use Google Maps because I was using my Chinese SIM card. China says no to Google. I finally arrived at the hotel and I was pleased that it was clean, but surprised the room was so small. However, this is normal in Hong Kong due to the limited space in the country. I did feel right at home since they use the same plugs as England. I was overwhelmed with emotion when I saw this. Even though I got here late, I didn't want to waste time, so I got ready and walked to the nearest Innisfree shop to buy sun cream. I found Bangchan, woof, and Stray Kids promoting sunscreen on the way, but not the one that I need. I did find every other Korean brand, but not Innisfree. The search continues. I headed back to the hotel and got ready for bed. I put on my silk pillowcase because acne is real. I watched TV and then journaled and went to sleep to get ready for my adventures tomorrow. Day 2 in Hong Kong. I headed straight out for food as I was going on a long hike today. All of my Hong Kong friends said I must try wonton soup, so that's what I ate for breakfast. It wasn't bad, but I wanted life-changing. Then it was time to go hiking. I had to take the metro and a bus while queuing endlessly. All public transport has Cantonese and English, so it was easy to navigate. I began the climb and this woman was super fit and lovely. She even said good morning to me.
Good morning. Morning.
This is the kind of atmosphere that reminds me of home. The trail is called Dragon's Back and the views even from the beginning are stunning. I do listen to nature, but sometimes I need some BTS to get me up these endless stairs. Then before you know it, I've reached the first peak. The view isn't the clearest, but it is beautiful. I feel like you don't associate Hong Kong with hiking, but how could you not when it looks like this?
Wow.
It's called Dragon's Back because the rolling mountains look like a dragon's back. Literally, how inventive. Reviews online say this hike is beginner friendly, but I beg to differ. There is no way just by the amount of stairs alone. I have climbed a lot of peaks in the Lake District and this can rival Skiddaw at least. It's not a holiday for me unless it starts to rain. And rain it did. It pissed down. Remember that beautiful view from before? It's gone now. I feel like I'm in the Lake District with this weather. Did I bring an umbrella? No, I'm from England. I was wet with sweat anyway, so it didn't really make much of a difference. I've reached another peak, and as you can see, the visibility was great. Well worth the sweat, you know, beautiful scenery. Another peak, which shows you the views. The only sights I'm seeing are the ones on this map. More stairs. By the way, Eastern Asia is infamous for having a lot of stairs. There is a stereotype that these people are thin from their diet, but I actually think it's mostly due to walking and stairs. Does anyone else find the outdoors to be just a boost of endorphins? I just feel overwhelmed with happiness and peace. It really is healing, even if I have to rock climb after all of those stairs. This trail is famous because it leads to a beach. But first, let's appreciate the fluttering butterfly.
Wow.
A lot of trails in Hong Kong lead to beaches, which is absolutely perfect for me because I love both. It's also a great way to cool down after sweating so much. Wow, it's a tropical beach. Yes, please. First, top up the sun cream. I'm too pasty for this burning sun. Time for a dip and then people watching. This group of Filipinos were having the best time on their day off. They played games and laughed together. This just made me really happy. Others were practicing calisthenics. And then I was just being a lingering ghost because I forgot my bather. Nice one. So I went back to the hotel to freshen up and I was now starving. I couldn't get the thought of Five Guys out of my head, and then I noticed that I had slopped big time on my brand new sun protector. Time to check out the fit and then go foraging. Workers socializing on the streets because they have a day off. K11 Musea is my favorite mall in Hong Kong. It's stunning, smells great, and most importantly, it has Five Guys. I ordered my usual, which is pop, a small fries, milkshake, and bacon burger with lettuce and barbecue sauce. I was too hungry to show you the first bite. My god, this was well deserved. You can't have chips without sauce. Goodbye, Five Guys. Hello, Victoria Harbour. Victoria Harbour is famous for the view and the light show, and also the Avenue of Stars, which has handprints of famous Cantonese actors on it. The nighttime is when it really comes alive, but also when it becomes incredibly busy. I went to 2 locations to find an Innisfree since I couldn't find one yesterday. Oh hi Heidi Lau! And once again, both shops were non-existent. Then I got lost on the way home and my phone had 5% battery, so it's crying time. This is definitely a downside of traveling on your own, but I finally found the stairs that the workers were on earlier and managed to find the street back. What a disappointing end to day 2. I started packing immediately as I slept in on day 3. I also dropped my eyeshadow on the floor too. Nice. Fit check, thoughts, and off we go for breakfast. I love a convenience store, so breakfast from 7-Eleven sounded amazing. I went for 2 triangle kimbap and a protein shake. To the bus stop again. Today I'm going to Lantau Island, which I've never been to before, so I'm super excited about it. This queue is for the pre-booked cable car tickets only. I tried to pre-book last night and in the morning, and it just wouldn't work, so I joined the other queue. The prices vary depending on the cabin. You can choose a crystal cabin, which means you can see through the floor. It's an absolute no from me. So I chose the standard and it was cheaper. And I realized I lost my glasses. My mum literally just brought these for me, so I was frantic. I asked if someone had handed them in and they hadn't, but relief, someone left them for me. I want to thank whoever did this. I told the lady and then cried happily again. Finally, it's time to get into the cable car and off we go. The journey takes about 25 minutes overall, and it's so peaceful. Hiking up this mountain in this heat is dedication. I'm amazed by these people. Then you can finally see the temple and the Buddha. It looks spectacular. These religious sites often are found in the mountains because they will be closer to the gods. Shout out to Missy who took this video. I met her on the cable car and I hope we can meet again soon. This is the Buddha and the views surrounding it are perfect for its calming presence. The vibes are just too good here. The temple was also really cool. Incense was burning endlessly and people were worshipping together. It was really lovely to see. What a great day on the island. Unfortunately, I need to hoof it back, but I met Missy on the way out and had to eat dessert with her. Now I really need to go. I needed to eat something, but there was no time as I had to go back to the hotel for my bag. I had an hour before my train, so I ate katsu prawn curry in about 3 seconds, didn't have time to record it, and ran for the train. Back to Shenzhen we go. What do you think about Hong Kong? Would you like to go? Where shall I go next time? Leave me a comment down below, like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching.